Wait, listen to this true story. I was crossing the border at Singapore, and the fella actually stopped me and questioned a picture on my passport. True.
You'd be surprised that's not the first time I've heard that either. We've had another guy who they wouldn't let him through security at the airport. They said, "That's not you." Yeah, it is me.
Yeah,
I've just lost a lot of weight.
mad,
So yeah,
mad.
it's actually quite common. But how
Yeah,
good is that?
I'm busy. I've got a baby. Trying to
How,
run
how old's the
two
baby now?
businesses now, and like 15 months.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. I've always thought that I've kept myself in good shape. And then because I've been busy, whatever. But then when we got back from Colombia, I was looking at the pictures from the holiday, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I look like. Am I that fat? Like, am I that bloated?" That's what it felt like. There's a picture of me in like Texas airport, and yeah, got my bag over my shoulder, and I look big and fat, man. And I was
Mm.
like, yeah, got to do something here. The moment was reflecting on pictures over Christmas and seeing a guy that I didn't recognize, like maybe my lifestyle, and has caught up with me, and I've let myself go. Like I was always in shape, always, and now I'm not, and it was kind of like a humbling reflection. I was in a rut. I was not training. I was kidding myself that I was, but I was going once, maybe twice a week. Food. I'd like I had a food plan, and I'd kind of followed that for the last 5 years, but I wasn't training. And I was also sprinkling in like dinners
Mhm.
out, drinking pints quite frequently. So it's just like, yeah, bad combo. But like I was kidding myself that, oh, I'm eating clean. But really the portions were way too big. And yeah, I was drinking a lot, sluggish, no motivation to go to the gym. I'd stopped playing football because I was getting injured. Yeah, because I always enjoyed going to the gym as well. And I just had no motivation. I had a PT on and off when I was back home, and I couldn't be asked going. I didn't enjoy the workouts. Yeah, and just eating a lot of food that was
Okay.
unnecessary for my lifestyle. Because I was busy, it wasn't like front of mind and wasn't my primary concern. But I didn't feel great. Like I didn't feel great with my top off, and I'd never really felt like that.
Makes sense.
My missus is like super fit. She is diligent as anything. She is in the gym like most days, and she looks incredible. And then maybe that was, yeah, maybe felt misaligned there. She might have even told me. She might have even told me that like I'm putting the beef on. And yeah, there's probably a few points there. But I mean, there must have been more. It wouldn't have just been one thing. There would have been a few over time. It's like I've got to
Yeah.
do something about
Yeah.
this.
When we got on that on our first call, do you remember like what made it feel like now's the
Mm.
moment to act rather than keep on waiting or putting it off?
I think I'd had like a big weekend and didn't go to the gym. Like I promised myself I'd go to the gym on a Monday. Didn't go to the gym. Ate shit all day. I had no intention of going after work. Bad rut. I was working all the time. Not,
Yeah.
I didn't really have like any outlet.
The
Maybe.
old start Monday diet.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some scary results back. That was a
Yeah.
humbling one, but that was one that, yeah, that spooked me a little bit. I was like, I'm 40 this year, yeah, and some of those metrics were way out of kilter because I've had trainers before, not like a real routine like your one, but no one ever talked about getting like a proper blood screen, and that definitely resonated with me. I've had PTs over the years. There's one more recently. I used to go train 3 times a week. It was expensive as well. I was hurting my knees constantly, and I was referring back to a food plan that I had when I was 20 something. So I was like half doing that, training with this guy, not really enjoying the workout, so I wouldn't go sometimes. Yeah, I wasn't fully committed to it, and it wasn't working with my
Yeah.
lifestyle was a big one. And it was like a bit of lack of knowledge as well.
Okay.
Like I thought I knew about the food plan and the workouts, and if I really was honest, I probably didn't.
How much do you think you spent total on all the PTs, like ballpark?
Thousands, like 10 grand, probably. No, probably more. Probably say 20 grand total, not including your
20.
one. Say 20, say 20 AUD.
You know, you're running companies, you're busy, you got a family, you used to be fit, then you fell off the wagon a bit. What advice does the fitness industry give that feels shallow, unrealistic, like disconnected
Mm,
from your actual life?
yeah, because it's more geared around younger guys,
Yeah.
so not really geared towards, middle-aged fellas who've got families and, a busy life. It wasn't really geared to that.
What was the biggest hesitation before spending this kind of money on a coach?
That I wouldn't stick to it. And to be honest, if I'm completely honest, I reckon I've stuck to it about 70%. If I'm completely honest with you, I haven't done it, not 90%, probably 70%. After those periods where it was 80, but if you looked like on average over the last, well, since February, I'd say it's 70%. And getting above that is going to be a bit of a push, but I could do. It's just like these periods where I have to go back and stuff, and
For
you
sure.
know, but yeah, I'm happy with the progress. Really am. I just want to, yeah, continue this journey, but not disrupt I've got a good balance now of work, family, my routine.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
70% still good. If you zoom out a little bit, if you're on point 7 out of
Mm,
10 days, that's good
yeah.
and it still gets results.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're like at
Mm,
80% or 85%, you'd be, a little bit
mm,
further along, but
yeah.
70% still good. I don't expect anyone to follow the plan 100%. It's not going to happen.
Mm,
Maybe if you're like a 20-year-old
yeah.
old living in your mom's basement without
Yeah.
a job and you can
Yeah.
dedicate 5 hours a day to training,
Exactly.
but guys
Yeah.
like you, it's not going to work without sacrificing family
Mm,
time and your business as well.
that's it. I've done diets over the years and food plans. This one is workable. Like, yeah, it's good.
Yep.
It works for my lifestyle, and
Yep.
yeah, that's yeah, one of the key takeouts from this is that, yeah, it's a manageable. It's the food, the food's good and filling. I like the app. I was going another key point, right? I've used apps before and never really got. I don't know. The app and the workouts are good. They're not too, time consuming. I'm enjoying them, but like I'm playing five-a-side football twice a week now. I haven't been able to
Nice.
do that for years because my knees and I just didn't feel great, and I'm actually feeling good doing that now. So I'm in a good groove.
So how much weight have you lost since we started?
Started on like 81, 82. I weighed myself in the morning, it was 73.8 or something. But it wasn't really about the weight for me. It was just losing a bit of the bloat. I'm feeling good,
Mm.
and I'm not asked about being super ripped.
Are you in the best shape roughly that you've been in how long?
Oh, yeah, since I was like mid-20s and I was, you know, really,
Yeah.
really focused and lean. Yeah, the lads in Oz hadn't seen me for like 3 months, and they were like, everyone was like, "Fuck, man, you're looking great. You know what I mean? You lost weight. You look lean. You look good." For other people to notice that. I wanted to be, looking like my 20-odd self, but being able to manage adulthood life and running a business and what that looked like together. Being able to do activities like playing football in close to 40.
Hmm.
Just, yeah, being able to wear clothes that fit you properly and don't have the gut hanging out.
Yep.
But yeah, like, looking like lean as I was in my 20s, but having like an older, wiser head on me.